In today's world, people often ask a lot of questions. What is the time? What day is it? What's the weather going to be like today? What's the score for the basketball game? You know, just random questions like that. Some people ask more serious questions often, such as, what's the secret ingredient to the recipe? Or, are you really thinking about starting a family of your own someday? You know, just random questions like that. But why don't people often ask questions that regard life, such as, how cells are made? Or, how do babies' brains develop during pregnancy? Or maybe even something like, what are microorganisms? Like, that's a really good question. What are microorganisms? A microorganism is a microscopic organism. Pretty basic sounding, right? Nope. It might sound basic to some, but it's a pretty hard thing to understand for others. These microorganisms exist in single-celled forms or in a colony of cells in order to exist and do their part in life. Kind of like how a quarterback needs everyone from his receivers to his coaching staff to help guide him in the right direction. A little off topic there, but you'll see what I'm trying to say in a couple of minutes. The study of microorganisms is called microbiology. These microorganisms come in many different forms, such as bacteria, fungi, viruses, algae, and many more. A vast majority of these microbes do not pose a threat to humans, plants, or animals. They help us out in the world with things such as decomposition, decay, or also aiding us in digesting our food. So in reality, these microorganisms are good for the world. However, there are negatives also when it comes to microorganisms. They can cause illnesses, bad odors, and they are able to damage products and surfaces. Examples of those negative microorganisms are E. coli, malaria, the bird flu, and many more. Bacteria, one type of microorganism, is the most well-known type of microorganism out there. It's a part of the prokaryote family. In case you didn't know, prokaryotes contain no nucleus nor organelles. Bacteria is the most successful organism on Earth as they are the only microorganism that can live harmlessly inside a human body, which helps aid in digestion. Yet, they cause the majority of problems when it comes to diseases in humans. So, in retrospect, it's a win-loss situation for us. Weird, huh? Fungi, another type of microorganism that exists, is a part of the eukaryotes family as they actually do contain a nucleus and organelles. These fungi colonies are surprisingly visible to the human eye. An example of that is a mold on a piece of bread. Fungi are also visible through mushrooms and yeast. Their negative part of life is that they are the root cause in diseases in plants. They are, however, used in the food industry for things such as beer and other foods. Viruses, one more type of microorganism, are considered not to be living organisms. These type of organisms require a host cell in order to replicate. However, once the human body detects a virus, it begins to attack the virus. Yet, it leaves us with the cold or the flu. There are some viruses that are irreversible and can no longer go away. One example of that kind of virus is HIV. Overall, microorganisms are some of the most important living creatures. Their roles as producers and recyclers makes them vital in most ecosystems. A greater understanding of these tiny creatures is vital for the study and preservation of our natural environment.